why are families undergoing the loss of loved ones? Why is the world in such turmoil right now? And I don't think anyone has all the answers, but I've been doing a lot of thinking about this. And I just want to share some thoughts with you because as we go forward through the next bit of time, while we're still in quarantine, while we're back in shutdown mode, while we are doing the deep digging and asking the bigger questions, I feel like there are so many things that we simply need to be exploring. So when I think about exploring, I think about what causes constriction, what causes people to be holed up. And it feels like there's a lot of fear that's creating that or that's involved in that. So what's the antidote to fear? You know, if you're close to me, then chances are you and I have had some of these noodling conversations. But I feel like it's the constriction that we're feeling is the opposite of expansion, and we are in an expanding universe. And I believe that if we are able to reach out to each other across the divide and help each other shift from contraction into expansion in whatever ways possible, that we can really get through some of these, hi Joel, some of these questions and struggles as humanity together. So I was noodling on the inverse of fear. What is the inverse of fear? Brene Brown says it's open-hearted courageousness. I feel like there are so many things we can do to help get into a state of courage or heart space or open-heartedness. Reuters seems to think the opposite of fear is hope and trust. And so as a nation divided and many families divided, how do we reinstill that hope and trust? And how do we honor each other without enabling constriction, right? So are we willing to go into the shadow with our people? And do we have tools to go there and get back intact? Well, one thing is for sure, none of us are getting out of this ride alive. So, and this speech is for the speaker. These are things that I'm struggling with in my own family of origin. And I've been, as a spiritual being and as a healer, really trying to figure out what healing tools we have to share as a collective. And I want to encourage each of us to go within and maybe do some journaling around this, maybe light a candle and sit in the quiet and ask for the questions to present themselves. And I'm returned to my why, right? Why did I get on this healing path? Why did I decide to start a wellness business? Why am I on a path that has been so incredibly isolated at times? And I'm reminded of my last career job where I was working for an agency, and there was a beautiful blonde woman who worked for a finance department named Teresa. Teresa sat near the elevators in City Hall, and she was always so friendly and heart open. And I heard one day that Teresa had been checked into renown with liver failure. She was in her 40s. And I was shocked, like, how does that happen, right? So with my toxicology background, I wanted to know all about what that was and how this happened to someone who seemed so vibrant and happy and youthful. And when she came back to work, I connected with her and I said, hey, Teresa, I've got these cellular formulas. I've got frankincense oil. I've got lifelong vitality for cellular function support. I want to help. Tell me what's going on. And it turned out she had been sitting at her desk taking pain pills every day for her back with no hope of turning things around, but really trying to just get through her days. And I tell this story in full honor of the spirit that she is. This was 4.5 years ago now. But in the spirit of open-heartedness and courageousness, I wanted to share this with you guys because I feel like this is something that these times call for, is open-heartedness. So what happened? So she she said, yes, let's do it. I got her taking lemon oil with her water every day to detox her bloodstream. I got her, helped her get lifelong vitality into her life for cellular support and cardiovascular support and organ support. We started helping her to take Epsom salt baths with Zendocrine oil for detoxing her organs. And thank you, Joel. He says, great job, and I fully agree. So just a few short months later, she was diagnosed with very advanced breast cancer. And I tell this story because all of us have someone like her in our lives. And I left my post at the city 4 years ago this month. And it's been a bit of a wild ride, but I keep coming back to her generosity of spirit, because that is something that doesn't cost any of us anything. And it can be the most important thing to someone who's struggling silently at their desk with chronic pain or some chronic condition that we know nothing about. Did I want to convert her and have a diehard customer? No, that's not my game. My game is to help us with tools that we have to be open-hearted. And in telling this story, I'm pretty vulnerable right now, and I want to encourage you to think about who you have in your life, who is generous of spirit, who has shared with you, who has a need, who suffers. Teresa died before I was able to help her. She left behind a little boy and a husband, lots of sad friends because she had so many friends. And I wish I had gotten to her sooner, guys. So, TruthBomb Friday. It's on all of us to use what we have and help people with what we've got, where we are right now. For me, that means supplements and essential oils. That means guided meditations. That means sacred space as a shaman's apprentice. I'm not going to purport to be a leader of spirits, but maybe a guide. Maybe someone who's gone through the dark night of the soul and isn't afraid of helping others find their way through the dark night and into the light. You have so much to share. You have so much to give. And we are a broken nation right now, and we need healing. And that means on all levels. That means emotional healing. That means mental well-being. That means getting out of our comfort zone and helping our communities. That means physical healing. That means getting out of scarcity mindset, out of constriction, and finding our way into expansion however we can. That means spiritual healing. We are all spirit beings in human skin, right? Skin suits. It's uncomfortable, but we all have a heart of gold. We all have core channels that are filled with starlight and stardust, and that is the DNA we were cut from. So I encourage you to step into your highest self, step into your expansion, step into the healing that we all know intrinsically how to do on some level or another. And I just want to say thank you as one star being to another. All hands on deck, guys. This is what we've been training for lifetimes. And whatever your religious beliefs, I believe in spirit. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a universal spiritualist. I have studied, I was raised Catholic. I studied Tibetan Buddhism. I was indoctrinated to the Rainbow Tribe by a Pomo elder and was a Hopi medicine woman's apprentice for years, about 5 years. I don't purport to be any one thing, but I am in my heart space right now, and I'm trying to live there every day and help those around me and help lighten up the loads of our collective psyche. Help lighten up the loads of humanity and help be a channel to bring in assistance from the other star beings, from the archangels, from divine source. And I really want to encourage you to consider yourself a source connector as well. If you're still on here, I thank you. I would love to know where you're tuning in from. I would love to know how in the world I can help you right now. And if you'll drop me a note below, I'd love to have that conversation. Reach out to me, message me. I am here and fully present, and it's all hands on deck. So let me know how I can help. Find your why. Run with your why. And live in that space of center and connection and love. The world needs you. We need you. So take good care of yourself. Stay safe. And Joel, I'm glad to hear you're here from Reno. You're local for me. That's awesome. So be well, my friends. Use all the tricks and tools you've got right now. Wear your mask. Drink lots of water. Get your anti-inflammatories in. Get your immune boosters in. We have lots and lots of tools to share, and be well. All right. I can figure out how to turn this off.